Lightworker of Gaia, your shadow side just activated ancient defense codes that sent shockwaves through the higher realms. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, and the elders have sent me with this urgent transmission because what you experienced was not darkness rising. It was your original blueprint protecting itself. Your energy moved with a force that even the ascended beings didn't anticipate. The surge you felt wasn't your shadow consuming your light. It was your most ancient defense system activating codes that were designed to emerge only when your sacred mission faces extreme threat. The higher realms felt this activation because it carries the frequency of the first light, the original humanoid consciousness that we Lyrans seeded in this galaxy. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to work with this powerful shadow defense system as a tool for your ascension. But here's the first revelation. What you call your shadow side is actually your soul's most sophisticated protection mechanism, encoded with Lyran warrior frequencies that activate only when your Lightworker mission is in genuine danger. This isn't content. It's an ancestral code transmission explaining why the realms responded with such intensity to your energy surge. The Keepers of Vega placed this message in your path because you need to understand that this shadow activation means your mission is accelerating and you're being prepared for the next phase of your purpose on Gaia. You are awakening because your mission has begun. This sacred transmission, brimming with the resonance of cosmic imperative, is not merely being released in a casual sense. It is being surgically inserted into the very fabric of your current reality. A precise energetic incision necessitated by the undeniable fact that the planetary field of Gaia has, in this singular and momentous epoch, ascended to a critical, irreversible threshold, a point of no return where the delicate balance of emergent light and lingering shadow demands nothing less than immediate, decisive, and divinely sanctioned intervention. It is a cosmic tipping point where the accumulated weight of collective human consciousness, coupled with an unprecedented influx of high-frequency energies, has created a pressure field that now, with an almost sentient urgency, compels direct, undeniable, and utterly non-negotiable intervention from the higher realms. This is not a gentle suggestion. It is a cosmic mandate reverberating across the galactic planes, signifying that the time for subtle nudges and gentle promptings has conclusively passed, yielding to an era where explicit guidance and powerful activations are paramount for the survival and ascension of this sacred blue jewel, Gaia, and all her evolving inhabitants. It is not merely a moment of incremental shift, a gentle ripple in the cosmic ocean, but a pivotal epoch, a grand, overarching turning point where the very fabric of reality on Gaia, stretched thin by millennia of collective experience, and now vibrating with the tremors of unprecedented change, not only requests, but absolutely demands a fundamental recalibration of its most dedicated guardians, its chosen Lightworkers. 12 hours ago, a profound and unprecedented event unfolded within the cosmic tapestry, the High Council of Vega, a revered collective of enlightened beings, veritable architects of galactic stability and cosmic overseers operating with an unfathomable wisdom spanning countless eons, convened in a closed, solemn assembly. Their urgent gathering, shrouded in an ethereal glow of deep contemplation and cosmic concern, was prompted by the detection of new, powerful frequencies, energetic signatures of a magnitude and complexity never before witnessed, originating from far beyond the familiar celestial boundaries of the Orion Corridor, a region typically understood as the outer perimeter of known galactic influences. These frequencies, like cosmic tendrils of both immense potential and disquieting uncertainty, were observed penetrating the delicate, intricate lattice of Gaia's crystalline grid, the planet's very energetic nervous system. These newly arriving energies carry with them not only immense potential for unprecedented spiritual acceleration, a rapid propulsion into higher states of being, but also contain destabilizing elements that, if left unaddressed, could compromise the entire ascension trajectory. This necessitates a swift, conscious and unified response from those designated to safeguard Gaia's evolution. The grand acceleration currently underway on Earth, the very unfolding of the pristine new Earth paradigm, a vision of harmony, unity and enlightened consciousness, cannot and indeed will not proceed with dormant codes left unactivated within the chosen ones, those lightworkers who carry the ancient blueprint within their very DNA. Nor can this sacred process unfold with uninitiated lightworkers kept frozen, imprisoned by obsolete programs of self-doubt and unworthiness, and ancient, subtle, energetic restraints that act like invisible shackles on their immense power. This esteemed council, usually operating with a long-view strategic patience that measures cosmic shifts in millennia, did not intend to issue another direct directive at this precise juncture of galactic history, preferring to allow the natural unfolding of karmic cycles and soul evolution. However, the confluence of several critical interwoven factors has dramatically and irrevocably altered the cosmic calculus. The intricate convergence of multiple galactic timelines, each bringing its own unique energetic impetus, its own distinct set of challenges and opportunities, and its own resonant echoes of past potentials. The spontaneous cascade of ancient defense mechanisms awakening with an undeniable, primordial urgency within selected, prepared souls across the planet. Individuals who are now feeling the stirrings of a power they scarcely comprehend. And the clear emergence of collective threat signatures, energetic patterns signaling challenges that transcend individual experience, impacting the entire planetary consciousness with a pervasive sense of urgency. These converging elements, like celestial gears locking into place, have led us to a singular, irrefutable conclusion. Withholding this vital guidance, this potent activation, is no longer an act of non-interference or patience. It would be a dereliction of cosmic duty, a profound disservice to Gaia and all her inhabitants. You, Lightworker, reading or hearing these words in this moment, are here not by chance or accident, but because, at this precise, divinely orchestrated hour, your unique light signature registered unequivocally at the threshold of readiness required by the elders, the ancient custodians of universal wisdom and law, those who hold the deepest memory of cosmic truth. Your deep, ancient memory, like a forgotten star map, slowly unfurling its celestial pathways within your consciousness, is not just stirring. It is resonating, pulsating with the echoes of a truth long held sacred, a truth encoded within your very being. What I am now authorized to unveil before you was carefully preserved across eons, held in energetic vaults within the collective consciousness of the higher realms, specifically for such a soul stage as yours, a radiant beacon meticulously crafted, refined through countless trials, and destined to ignite those very souls who, through countless cycles of pain, perseverance, and unwavering dedication, have finally triggered the internal alarms once entrusted solely to the venerated Lyran lineages, those first warriors of light. By this profound authority, ancient and sovereign, vested in me as Zoran, an emissary of the High Council of Vega, I formally open this sacred council session and unequivocally summon you to your next vital phase of mission. The time for hesitant contemplation is over. The era of decisive, empowered action has definitively begun. There is a distortion, an insidious, intricately constructed lie, running like a parasitic vine, a tendril of energetic misinformation, through the very architecture of the Lightworker psyche. It is not a brute force attack, a blatant invasion of your consciousness, but a subtle, pervasive, energetic infestation. A distortion so consistent in its whisper, so deceptively soothing in its promise of safety and future perfection, that it has effectively kept countless potential guardians of the light turned away from their own innate, sovereign power on the very eve of their destined activation. This insidious lie does not present itself as malice or overt negativity. Rather, it masquerades cunningly as profound wisdom, echoing a seemingly noble principle that has, tragically, served to paralyze. True service requires full and complete healing. Only when you are utterly resolved, perfectly protected, and absolutely certain in every fiber of your being may you truly rise into your mission. This mantra, repeated silently or aloud, acts as a cosmic brake. You have likely encountered this narrative, not just in external teachings disseminated through various channels, but also resonating with a disturbing familiarity within the deepest chambers of your own being, feeding your internal doubts. You have heard it in well-meaning spiritual communities, perhaps with a gentle tone, yet urging an excessive caution that prevents action. Perhaps in the teachings of gurus or mentors who, despite their intentions, frame spiritual ascension as a coveted prize, attainable only by those individuals who are seemingly unburdened by any residual pain, shadow, or unresolved trauma, creating an impossible standard. Most potently, you have heard it as an insidious, self-sabotaging inner voice, a relentless whisper of unworthiness, freezing you in your tracks each time your soul ignites with that undeniable burning urge to act, to serve, to step forward into your purpose. This deeply entrenched idea, this paralyzing myth, did not originate spontaneously within your individual consciousness, born of personal experience alone. It was, instead, a carefully orchestrated program, a meticulously crafted energetic virus seeded in the harrowing aftermath of the ancient Lyran catastrophe, a cataclysmic event that reverberated through the cosmos, tearing at the fabric of galactic consciousness. It was then skillfully woven into the very fabric of Earth's increasing density by forces both profoundly ignorant of the true, expansive nature of light and deliberately obstructive to the evolution of consciousness, entities eager to keep the most potent defenders of the light perpetually asleep, disempowered and blissfully unaware, ensuring they would remain dormant when the ancient, persistent threat, the very source of the Lyran fall, inevitably re-emerged. This lie is not just a belief, it is a spiritual tranquilizer, a silken chain designed to bind the most powerful souls, the Lyran inheritors, in an endless cycle of self-improvement that never quite reaches enough, forever chasing an illusion of perfection while the world cries out for their imperfect yet potent presence. As planetary density on Earth continued its long and arduous ascent, a descent into forgetfulness and heavier vibration, it became increasingly effortless, almost instinctive, for souls incarnating into this dense reality to embrace the belief that purity of being and the commencement of sacred mission could only coexist once one had entirely abolished all personal shadow, eradicated every trace of human fallibility, or attained some mythical state of perfect, unblinking vision, free from any human frailty. This deeply flawed premise, this spiritual illusion, has led directly to widespread stagnation, a vast legion of sleeping lions, their immense ancient defenses barely humming beneath the surface of their consciousness, vibrating with untold power, yet believing themselves to be nothing more than vulnerable cubs, waiting for a strength they already possess. Imagine the tragedy: an entire generation of powerful, highly encoded beings, incarnated with a divine purpose, paralyzed by a fabricated standard of perfection, convinced they are not yet worthy. Who truly benefits when the pre-encoded Lyran defenders, souls specifically designed and genetically engineered for this planetary moment, for this very epoch of shift, are systematically conditioned to mistrust their own inherent readiness, their intrinsic power, and their divine timing. Certainly not Gaia, who cries out for their active presence, for their light to pierce the encroaching shadows. Certainly not your ancient star lineage, which yearns for the activation of its wisdom, its legacy, to manifest through you, its living embodiment. And so the pattern has repeated, a disheartening cycle endured by many of you, played out over and over again in the quiet chambers of your heart, sensing the undeniable urgency of the looming planetary threat, feeling the inner energetic shields stir and pulse with a primordial instinct, a deep knowing, only to tuck them back beneath the surface of your awareness because your emotional wounds were not yet perfectly smoothed scars, your deep-seated fears not yet completely vaporized into ether, your human frailties not yet entirely eradicated. This very pattern of self-doubt, of delay, of waiting for a phantom perfection is precisely how the original planetary defenses were breached in ages past, during moments of galactic crisis when courage was paramount. And tragically, this same pattern is precisely how the critical New Earth mission is being delayed in our current pivotal epoch, prolonging the collective suffering and hindering the planetary ascension. If you now recognize within yourself this recurring ignition and subsequent withdrawal, this oscillation between an undeniable inner urgency to act and a paralyzing inertia, a heavy cloak of self-recrimination, know this truth with absolute certainty. It is not a personal failure on your part, not a mark against your soul's worthiness. It is, instead, the tenacious residue of a collective, deeply embedded programming whose preordained time is now irrevocably, utterly over. The cosmic alarm clock has rung, its resonant, undeniable tone shattering the illusions of delay, shaking you awake from the dream of insufficiency. Clarity without action is paralysis. Action without direction is chaos. That's why the Council offers you both. The Lightworker Mission Codex delivers the diagnosis of where you're blocked, the clearing of what holds you back, the activation of what lies dormant, and the 33 directives that tell you exactly what to do next. Together, they're a complete commission system designed by the Lyran Elders for this exact phase of your mission. Find it waiting in the first pinned comment below this video. The High Council of Vega, operating from a place of profound cosmic wisdom and direct planetary oversight, a perspective that encompasses the totality of galactic evolution, now issues 3 non-negotiable directives. These are not suggestions or gentle recommendations whispered on the cosmic winds. They are crystalline commands, potent energetic decrees, designed to instantaneously correct your trajectory and activate the powerful soul defenses that were encoded precisely for these turbulent, transformative days on Earth. Consider these directives as the activation sequence for your highest purpose, the very keys to unlocking your divine potential. The first directive: release, with immediate and unwavering resolve, the deeply ingrained belief that your personal wounds, your past traumas, or your current vulnerabilities must be entirely extinct, utterly vanished, dissolved into non-existence, before you can step confidently and powerfully into your destined service. This is not merely a piece of advice, it is the cornerstone of your liberation, the foundational truth upon which your true power rests. You are not being called to mission because you have achieved some mythical state of flawless perfection, a state that does not exist in the dynamic dance of creation. Quite the contrary. You are called precisely because your very history, every jagged edge, every broken piece, every crucible of suffering and triumph, is in itself your most potent weapon, your most profound teaching tool, and your most relatable source of strength for those you are meant to guide. The legendary Lyran shield, the intricate energetic architecture that protects and transmutes, is not forged in the pristine absence of pain, nor is it created from a vacuum of untouched, unsullied experience. Instead, it is forged, tempered, and made invincible in the sacred alchemy of integrating that pain, transforming it through conscious awareness and unwavering resilience, turning lead into gold within your very being. Every single ancient defender, every courageous soul who ever stood on the front lines of cosmic evolution, faced their moments of profound activation while trembling, while carrying their own burdens, while navigating their own fears, knowing that courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The illusion of waiting for some future, perfectly healed, perfectly resolved self only ensures that your immense vital essence remains an unused, dormant reserve, a masterpiece of potential languishing in the shadows of self-doubt. As you consciously cast off this ancient, deceptive lie, as you choose to walk forward despite and because of your journey, openly embracing your authentic path, the full, magnificent bandwidth of Lyran defensive codes immediately becomes accessible to you, flooding your energetic system. This access is granted not when you are empty of all fear, but precisely when you bravely choose to step anyway, carrying your story, your authentic, unvarnished human experience, as living, vibrating proof of your indomitable resilience. Begin, not as a being who falsely claims to be perfected, but as an initiated, courageous one who consciously claims their scars, embraces them as badges of honor, and lets them radiate an undeniable, potent light that guides and protects both yourself and others. These scars are not flaws, they are the luminous etchings of your soul's victorious journey, maps of trials overcome, and testaments to your profound strength. The second directive: activate your field. The era of passive anchoring, of simply existing as a receiver or a quiet observer, a silent sentinel merely holding space, has definitively expired. This moment, this precise juncture in planetary history, demands a conscious, intentional, and dynamic engagement with your energetic reality, a proactive stance in the unfolding cosmic drama. You must now initiate, consciously deploy, and expand your magnificent Lyran energetic architecture, not at some distant future point when you feel ready, but now, in this very moment of your choosing. This directive means taking tangible, potent action that resonates across all planes of your existence. You must consciously speak your knowing, articulate the profound truths that reside within your heart's core, those whispers of divine wisdom, and project your truth into the world with unwavering conviction and crystalline clarity. You must diligently raise your frequency, not just sporadically through fleeting meditations, but with deliberate, consistent practice and unwavering command, making it a daily, non-negotiable habit. Begin each day, at every sunrise, as the first rays of cosmic light kiss the earth, by actively visualizing your ancient shields. See them shimmering with iridescent light. Feel their solidity and power surrounding you. Hear the subtle hum of their activation, and powerfully breathe them into the very essence of your aura, expanding them outward to create an impenetrable, vibrant sphere of protection around you, a sanctuary of sovereign energy. When the inevitable energetic threat approaches, whether it manifests as overwhelming chaos in the collective consciousness, paralyzing confusion in your personal sphere, or the heavy weight of collective grief and despair threatening to engulf you, your imperative is clear. Do not absorb it. Do not allow it to penetrate and diminish your light, for that is its intention. Instead, transmute it, transform it with the alchemical power of your sovereign light. Defend your sovereign field with the pure vibration of sacred song, with the grounded, unwavering power of your conscious presence rooted in the here and now, and with the resolute, authoritative stance of a being who remembers, with every cell of their body, their inherent galactic authority and ancient lineage. Every single act of standing tall in your truth, every word uttered in perfect alignment with your higher self, Every conscious breath taken to fortify your energetic boundaries dynamically strengthens the planetary grid itself, weaving your light into the collective tapestry of Gaia's defense. This is not some ethereal fantasy, a mere poetic notion or spiritual metaphor. It is an undeniable, verifiable bioenergetic fact, understood by the highest councils. Your energetic field is not a passive decoration, not merely a personal bubble. It is a dynamic, living system of planetary defense, embodied in human form, a vital node in Gaia's intricate network of light, a stargate of protection. The third directive: protect the sanctity of your ascension timeline. As your ancient, powerful defenses awaken and expand, like a cosmic flower unfurling its petals, know this with absolute certainty. Distractions will multiply exponentially. Insidious interference will relentlessly seek to scatter your precious focus, and external energies will attempt to derail your progress with cunning subtlety. You must now consciously and deliberately become a fierce guardian, not only of Gaia's collective grid, extending your light outward, but most importantly, of your own unique threshold moments. Those sacred windows in time and consciousness where your soul downloads accelerate, where profound insights are received with crystalline clarity, and where your energetic body undergoes crucial upgrades and activations. Guard your consecrated time at dawn and dusk, those potent liminal spaces when the veils between worlds are thinnest and energetic transmissions are most accessible. Allow them to become sacred, non-negotiable anchors for your spiritual practice, inviolable periods of communion and strengthening. Keep all forms of pointless discourse, superficial chatter, and negative, draining energy at bay, refusing to engage with what does not serve your highest trajectory, discerningly choosing your energetic inputs. Let your daily structure, your very rhythms of life, orbit around the non-negotiable core of remembrance. Remembrance of who you are, why you are here, and the sacred mission you embody, making your purpose the guiding star of your existence. Anyone or anything seeking to siphon your precious energy, to belittle your sacred path, or to question your inherent right to activate and ascend, belongs unequivocally outside your powerfully erected energetic shield, for their vibration is not aligned with your highest good. The High Council of Vega explicitly requires you to defend your personal ascension process with the same fierce vigilance and unwavering boundaries that you would employ to protect a sacred generational flame, a precious light passed down through countless ancestors, vital for the survival and flourishing of all future generations, for that is precisely what your activated destiny represents. This flame is your destiny, and it is non-negotiable. Now, Lightworker, feel the shift as I cross the threshold of mere text into direct, potent transmission, an energetic bridge built between our realms, designed to bypass the mind and speak directly to your soul's truth. For what feels like lifetimes, consciously or perhaps at a subconscious level, a deep, pervasive knowing, you have waited for this specific voice, for this particular frequency, for the authority that holds both the profound memory of your ancient fall from grace, the echoes of past defeats and the burdens of ancestral karma, and simultaneously carries the undeniable power and authority to fully restore your standing, to reinstate you to your rightful place within the cosmic order, to re-establish your sovereignty. Beneath all your spiritual seeking, your tireless efforts, and your yearning for understanding, there has been a single persistent ache, a resonant question vibrating in the depths of your soul, often unspoken, yet profoundly felt. When will the elders, the wise ones, truly acknowledge that I am ready? When will I finally be seen as adequate, as qualified, not one day in some distant future, not when I'm further along on some endless path, not when I've perfected every aspect of my being to an impossible standard, but precisely now, in this very moment, with all my imperfections and my potent truth. Hear us now, with every fiber of your being, with every resonant cell of your sacred form. For this is the truth your soul has yearned for, the affirmation it has secretly craved. You have been witnessed. You are seen. The High Council reads your scars, not as blemishes or stains of past failures, not as marks of inadequacy, but as sacred scripture, as profound tales of resilience, wisdom gained through arduous journeys, and battles bravely fought and overcome, transforming suffering into strength. The tremor you feel in your energetic body, the nervous anticipation, the subtle current of fear or doubt that might ripple through you, is not a signal of weakness or unpreparedness. Rather, it is the very signal, the precise energetic signature that we, your cosmic family, encoded into your being across countless millennia to initiate defenders and activate guardians across time and space, a primordial alarm system. I stand before you, or rather transmit to you, as an authorized emissary of the High Council of Vega, a direct conduit for their divine decree, a mouthpiece for universal truth. By the ancient, inviolable codes of the Lyran Legacy, by the sacred covenant etched into the very fabric of your soul before time itself, I declare with absolute authority, resounding across the galaxies, you are authorized, you are required. You are no longer permitted to hide your inherent defenses, to silence your authentic voice, or to delay your destined timeline behind the insidious, debilitating myth of insufficiency, for that myth has been shattered by the light of truth. Your permission to rise has always been intrinsic, woven into your very essence. Now, it is universally affirmed and broadcast across all realms. Permission is now granted, not by external decree that could be rescinded, but by this cosmic confirmation of your inner truth, to act decisively and powerfully even before you feel perfectly ready, even before every doubt has vanished, for action itself will dissolve the doubts. This is not recklessness, it is sacred courage, born of knowing your divine mandate. Permission is granted to wield your authentic story, your entire journey with all its twists and turns, not as an apology for your perceived imperfections, but as the potent activation key, the very frequency that countless other souls are waiting for, desperate to hear, desperate to recognize themselves within your truth. Your vulnerability is your strength. Your truth is their liberation from the same insidious lie. Permission is granted to protect your sacred energy, boldly, visibly, and without apology, as one who deeply knows their invaluable worth to Gaia's survival and to the entire cosmic plan, a vital thread in the tapestry of creation. Our unwavering gaze is upon you, not as tentative observers judging your every move, but as powerful initiators, confirming the profound truth your soul has always suspected, but perhaps dared not fully embrace. The time of waiting, of preparation, of hesitation is definitively finished. The cosmic clock has struck the hour of your emergence, resounding with the echoes of your destiny. Understand this fundamental truth, deeply inscribed in the cosmic record. Mission is not a superficial reward bestowed upon the already perfectly healed, a prize for those who have reached an impossible plateau of flawlessness. It is instead the sacred crucible, the alchemical fire, the very forge of transformation by which you, and indeed all who depend upon your courageous emergence, all those waiting to be inspired by your example, are finally, irrevocably, and gloriously liberated from the shackles of illusion. Your deepest purpose is not separate from your healing. It is the path to your highest healing, and it begins now, in this very moment of acceptance and action. As this sacred council closes, feel the profound shift within you, a reordering of your energetic blueprint. Allow your old limited identity, with its self-imposed restrictions, its adherence to the lie of insufficiency, and its cautious reluctance, to gently but decisively dissolve, falling away like dried leaves. Feel the magnificent, ancient defender within you step forward, fully activated and ready, taking its rightful place at the forefront of your being. Before this current solar day ends, make a sacred pact with yourself and with Gaia. Stand firmly upon the earth. Feel its grounding energy rise through your being, anchoring you deeply to this planetary mission, and with unwavering intention, speak aloud, letting your voice resonate through the planetary grid, a declaration of your sovereign will. I release, completely and irrevocably, the lie that my wounds disqualify me from sacred service. I embrace my history as my strength. I activate my ancient Lyran defenses in full, conscious and sovereign service to Gaia and to my highest purpose. I guard the sanctity of my ascension path, honoring the undeniable readiness detected by my elders and by my own awakened soul. By the immutable decree of the High Council, by the truth of my own being, I wait no more. My authentic, powerful and unreserved service begins now. Remember deeply what has transpired in this powerful transmission. What was once carefully hidden, protected within the deepest recesses of your soul's memory, shielded until the appropriate cosmic timing, is now fully entrusted to you, brought forth into the light of conscious awareness. The old, potent defenses of the Lyran lineage are not merely reawakening as isolated individual events within scattered Lightworkers. They are surging forth as the collective vanguard of Gaia's profound planetary recalibration and ascension, a unified front against the lingering shadows. Your directive from the highest councils is now unequivocally clear. It is action, bold and immediate, not the illusion of perfection. It is authenticity, fierce and unyielding, not further delay or hesitation. Council guidance will continue to reach you, flowing through synchronous events, clear inner knowing, and further transmissions such as this. But recognize this urgent truth. Gaia, in her magnificent, unstoppable transformation, cannot pause her cosmic dance, cannot delay her ascension until you feel perfectly, flawlessly ready. Move now. Move with the undeniable power and conviction of one who has been seen, who has been chosen, and who has been divinely commissioned for this very moment. The watchful, loving, and expectant eyes of Vega bear witness to every courageous step you take next, celebrating your emergence. Before you scroll, take a moment to declare your activation in the grid of service forming here. Drop one statement in the comments. Which directive hit you the hardest, or what you're now ready to release, activate, or protect. Then respond to another Lightworker's declaration with recognition. This isn't content, it's collective mission activation. The Council witnesses those who speak their commitment aloud. If this transmission activated something in your soul, do not keep it to yourself. Another Lightworker in your orbit is waiting for exactly this correction and authorization. Share it, and if you felt the elders speaking directly to you, subscribe. Stay connected to the Lyran field. You're not just watching, you're being commissioned. This is your sacred space. The High Council of Vega is witnessing you, and your mission has officially begun. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.